Hello students, welcome to the next video of the chapter A Letter to God written by G.L. Fluentus. In this video, we are going to continue with the chapter A Letter to God, its explanation from pages 5 and 6. Again you can see the text has been uploaded from the NCERT for your convenience. So, even after everything had gone wrong, the family still had strong hope in their hearts. They had faith in the Almighty God even after nothing was left. They gave each other support and recalled a saying which assures that no one ever dies of starvation. That means no one ever dies of hunger. Lencho spent the entire night thinking of the only alternative left, and that was to seek the help of God, who he knew was omnipresent. That means he was present everywhere. God is present everywhere. He thought of writing a letter to God conveying his accusations, that means his grievances. In spite of spending all these years working at the farm, he still knew how to write. That was his advantage, that though he had worked at the farm all these years, but still he was able to write. He began to write on the Sunday morning and thought of mailing it himself by going to the town post office. Well, in his letter to God, he corresponded his poverty-stricken situation and mentioned that he needed 100 pesos to restore his crops along with surviving until they were ready to harvest. On the envelope, he wrote, "To God." Then, at the post office, placed stamp on the letter and dropped it in the mailbox. Well, a postman who was also an employee of the post office noticed Lencho's letter and showed it to the postmaster. They both felt amused. That means amazed. But the fat and friendly postmaster immediately developed a sense of seriousness. He was amazed at the unshakable faith Lencho had in God and wished that even he had the same. That means even he had the same faith. He was inspired by the faith Lencho had in God. With good intentions, the postmaster read the letter and thought of replying to it so as to keep the Lencho's belief intact. But he expected the reply in a different way that could not be fulfilled with pen, paper, and morals. The farmer had demanded for 100 pesos. The postmaster, along with his colleagues and a few friends who were more than willing to donate for a good cause, collected a small amount of money to help the poor farmer. Now, despite his best efforts, he was able to collect 70 pesos out of 100 pesos that the farmer had demanded, which he felt could have been the amount that was required. He then addressed it to Lencho along with a letter which was undersigned by God. That means it was the postmaster who had signed as by God. Well, now some new words that we have encountered in the text so far. Solitary means existing alone or lonely. Conscience, that means an inner sense of right and wrong. Ox of a man, this means very hard working, a man who works very hard. Daybreak, that means the time in the morning when daylight first appears. Pesos, which means the basic monetary unit of Mexico, several other Latin American countries, and the Philippines. Amiable, that means friendly and pleasant. Correspondence, which means communication by exchanging letters with someone. Goodwill, that means friendly, helpful, or cooperative feelings or attitude. Resolution means a firm decision to do or not to do something. And obliged means being grateful. Then we have some comprehension questions. Who or what did Lencho have faith in? What did he do? Who read the letter? And the last question is, what did the postmaster do then? These questions needs to be done in the notebook. Well, that's all in this video, A Letter to God by G.L. Fluentis. The remaining part of the chapter will be continued in the concluding video, in the next video. Thank you.